The Champions League and the Premier League are incredibly popular when it comes to betting, but while most people who are placing bets tend to throw their money down the drain, one man had an idea to revolutionise sports betting by creating an alternative bookmaker. Football Index is the brainchild of Adam Cole and is essentially a football stock market. The aim of the game is to place bets or buy shares in players and then sell them for a higher price. Buy low, sell high. But this isn't about betting on a single sporting event. It's about using your superior football knowledge to buy players who you think will outperform in the coming weeks and months, which will see their stock rise over time. But what's the history of Football Index? What's the footy? And how has it risen to become the most well-known alternative bookmaker? Here's how it happened. Football Index was founded by Adam Cole, who launched the website in October 2015, but his entrepreneurial spirit began long before this. He started Electric Video, which dealt with pre-recorded video including the Electric Blue TV series, often shown on the Playboy channel in the 80s. He's also known for founding the My Village Network, which is a website that lists local community sites like restaurants, bars and services across the UK before digital marketing and Google AdWords even existed. After selling this business in 2008, he launched Fame Ventures, which is now called Index Labs, and is the software development company behind the Index. It secured £1.92 million of funding from Burleywood Capital, the venture arm of gambling veteran Mark Blandford, who founded Sportingbet. Blandford was inspired to invest as he'd seen such little innovation in the industry, and something as unique as the Football Index was considered to be a breath of fresh air, so much so that he left Adam Cole and the team with full control of the business, allowing them to take it in the right direction. If you're interested in seeing more stories about successful companies and individuals, then please hit subscribe. It really helps our channel to grow. With traders betting on the future success of football players rather than gambling on short-lived outcomes of football matches, the platform operates as a stock market. Traders can win dividends on each share they own in players who are performing well on the pitch or trending in the media, with prices based on supply and demand. When the site launched in 2015, the footy, which mimics the FTSE and represents all the shares on the market, was worth 1,000. As of today, it's worth almost 220,000, thanks to a number of developments and improvements over the years. Initially, the platform that thought of itself as a stock market was actually a bit more like eBay, with no instant sell function, having to wait for a buyer to come along and take your unwanted players, which led to low demand players waiting weeks and months to be sold, and more often than not, led to a heavy loss. This led to the introduction of the instant sell feature, with traders able to offload their players instantly, but at a heavily reduced price. Useful at times, but often it meant losing more money to make the sale. With new IPOs, or initial player offerings, every week, there were more names being added to the index, which led to a wide disparity in pricing, since only the most famous players were being bought and sold. This led to a 4-to-1 stock split, reducing the price of players relatively, which saw a record rise across the board over the next few weeks. As of this year, in order to continue to make the platform smoother, faster, and more liquid, the company have signed an agreement with NASDAQ, the US trading, clearing, and exchange technology provider, in order to create a flexible, cloud-optimized trading engine and joining part of the NASDAQ financial framework. The only downside that people seem to complain about today is the spread, also known as the difference between the buy and the sell prices, which can be incredibly large at times. But the new partnership with NASDAQ will introduce order books, hopefully decreasing the spread and encouraging traders to invest more capital. And in Cole's own words, NASDAQ is a legendary brand. We're very proud and excited to work with them to provide our order matching service, which is the powerhouse of any exchange. Football Index has come a very long way in a short period of time, and our relationship with NASDAQ is another major step in our journey to establish Football Index as a world-class exchange, worthy of the world's top footballers that are traded on it. Football Index is now a well-known entity thanks to advertising and celebrity endorsements. This has seen Guillaume Balaguer become the ambassador for the firm, hosting trader events, blogs, and videos, as well as joining other established names on the YouTube channel and podcast, like The Independent's Tony Evans. He joined John Motson, who became the voice of Football Index on TV and radio ads during the 18-19 season. During the 2018 World Cup, Football Index heavily increased their advertising spend, putting adverts all over tubes in London, as well as on over 10% of the London double-decker buses. They also advertised during every England match and partnered with TalkSport for radio and The Times for print media to ramp up their exposure during a time where all eyes are fixed on the football. From July 2018, Football Index have also been seen on football shirts around the country, after signing shirt sponsorship deals with Bristol Rovers and Notts County in the 2018-19 season before making the move to the Championship to sponsor Nottingham Forest from the summer of 2019 and beyond, in a deal that represented the biggest shirt sponsorship deal in the club's history. And from August 2020, Football Index will also be seen on QPR shirts. Neil Kelly, the CEO of Bet Index, Football Index parent company, said, "We're thrilled to have Football Index front and centre on the Nottingham Forest and QPR kits. Two clubs steeped in history with an expansive and proud fan base. We're very excited to see these partnerships build awareness of the Football Index brand across an engaged football audience. These landmark partnerships mark a significant milestone in the brand's journey and illustrates the ambitions we hold for the platform." Over the last 5 years, Football Index has risen from being a minnow to becoming a genuine competitor to well-established bookmakers, but offers the chance of long-term wealth provided thought and strategy is taken into account. With over 100,000 active users as of today and over 500,000 total users since its launch, it's fairly chunky in size. So it's no surprise that some traders have built a considerable fortune, with over £300 million traded on the platform in the 2018-19 season, with over £4 million paid out in dividends. Whilst Football Index is more methodical and time-consuming than just placing a bet down the local bookie, the chances of winning over the long term are higher, and football boffins can now finally put their money where their mouth is by using their intricate knowledge in the football stock market. And that's how it happened. Thanks for watching.